Oh, howdy all, grab yourselves a beer. It is time for just the last bit of Toucan Racing that I can fit in before going and having something to eat. So, just going to get back into my hideout, spend the AP that I just picked up before, and I'm just considering at the moment I'm going to stick with my plan of going 5% life nodes at the moment, and if I can get myself a reasonable jewel, I've got this as basically as a freebie. I did just loot a jewel, which has some potential. So let's see how we are. Firstly, before we actually roll that, I did have some fossils that I picked up. I want to check if there's anything that I can use. So fire, no. So I have a Scotch fossil, and that appears to be it. So I'm not going to be using that. Let's drop this quite precious unique map off. And then we shall see what we can do with everything else that we've got. So, I have two potential jewels here. There's a Searching Eye and a Viridian. Realistically, what we would love to get is a life roll on this. Mine laying attack speed with bows is... That's not terrible. Just on the basis of being 8% IAS and... then some accuracy, some crit, which isn't rubbish. They're not rubbish stats. I may just end up using that. I should be leveling random extra gems as well while I'm at it. Yeah, I'll give that some thought. In any case, I'm gonna use another elk. That is pure trash, unfortunately. I'm gonna keep it aside though because I may wind up finding a use for it later on. Okay, let's have a look, see if there's any maps that are in the... let's get rid of this, I don't want to say fossil anymore on it. So, tier 3, are there any maps I haven't done? Yes, there is, there's Mausoleum. Equilibrium, Poison on hit, Beyond. Beyond is pretty nasty, but it's not savage. I have to respect it, especially with only 4,000 life and with all of the difficulties of this league. That's not meaningless. Okay, we have Prophecy present. I'm not trying to conserve those for when they'd be more useful. I think that just ends up being more hassle than it's worth. Have to take some of these monsters seriously. If I remember rightly, the boss of this map is Tolman. Tolman is a pain in the ass. So there's a Beyonder pack. That's just a small one. One decision I've made is that the Valhalla Nova experiment has been a failure. Well, I mean, not really a failure in the sense I have learnt something from it, and that is that Valhalla Nova without support is just not pulling its weight, even in this context. Hex font monsters are annoying. I've only got projectile weakness on me. That's not that scary. Although I should be using projectile weakness myself. Farage, I think, is up. Or is it? No, it's just a lesser Beyonder that's doing that. Don't like these Rakangos. Multiple projectiles makes them a lot worse than they otherwise would be. Alright, so we're just going to zip around looking for anything that looks worth killing, and it doesn't seem to be anything of note here. I'll just take the one that comes easily, and then keep moving. Really keep moving. Okay, Vile Burning Arrow, I'm going to definitely pick that up. I don't have any plans for it. I think something was causing Corrupting Blood there, and I'm not sure what it was. Now that I think of Corrupting Blood, I do have that jewel that does nothing that I was Viling before, that was probably a waste of a Vile Orb, that wound up hitting Corrupting Blood cannot be inflicted on you. Okay, this is going to be nasty. This is a Beyond pack. Strongboxes are full of Beyonders usually. Armory map, it's just a tier 2, but I'll take it in the absence of anything better. So at the moment I'm sustaining maps, but I'm not breaking out. Zana's daily sales will be an option to help with that, although I will need to attempt one of her missions.
My mana is gone.
Or more precisely, I need to open up a map that has the Zana Daily on it. Attempting a mission can come later. That's why I don't need to go. So this is a figure 8 from memory, this map. It's not one that I've run very often. It's one of the advantages of this sort of league. Because you spend less time at endgame, you run a larger variety of maps. I'm always a fan of running a variety of maps. Actually, one of the things I think is worst about the implementation of the Elder Orb as it presently stands is that it decentralizes running a variety of maps, because the Elder Orb is really strong. But you only get one of them, so you're only having one type of Elder map drop. One of the reasons I think the Eldritch Incubators are one of the best things in the whole Legion League. One thing I've been thinking about, the Caustic Arrow that I'm using as just a minor backup skill, I am considering sticking greater multiple projectiles on that. It's extremely useful for just hitting monsters without thinking about it, for dealing with a whole bunch of effects that get annoying, like energy shield regen. Okay, this is Tolman, I thought it might be. Okay, let's set off my little minion dude and then continue. Got a Her Mask card, yay. Don't know if I'm going to do Atsuri at all this league. Probably not. Although the Chaos... No, Chaos Leech doesn't work on poison damage. So take this. Tommen is a right roll menace of a boss. One that's so easy to underestimate. Because he corpse explodes things. Or he has some attack that's vaguely like a corpse explosion anyway. Don't actually know the exact mechanics of the fight. In any case, that's all I'm going to put into this video. Keep these on shorter at the moment. That's the plan.